Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to another random game of the day. Today, we are playing Mega Man for the original Game Boy. Another series that originated on the NES, and then of course had to have a Game Boy port. This Mega Man game, it definitely takes a lot of course, like the name would imply, from the very first Mega Man game. And it is the first in what would be a separate series of kind of original Game Boy Mega Man games. Which weren't identical to their NES counterparts, although they definitely took a lot from them, such as the bosses and things like that. There is a password system, so you can save your progress with the password after you beat the boss, and continue later on, although we are going to start from the beginning. And as you will see on our boss select screen here, we have 4 of the bosses from the original Mega Man. We have Cutman, Iceman, Electman, and Fireman. Bomb Man and Gutsman are absent from this game. Because yes, these are the only 4 robot masters in this game. Just like Super Mario Land, where it's a bit kind of downscaled from its NES counterpart. I guess instead of having 8, or rather 6 bosses like the very first Mega Man game had, they decided to just go with 4 in this game, although of course there is still stuff to do after these 4 bosses, and I'm not going to get too much into that. What we're probably going to do is we're probably just going to see how well we can do with these 4 bosses. I'm probably going to try to beat all 4 of these levels, although I have to admit that this game is quite difficult, and it's partly because the level design is tricky, the bosses can be a bit tricky, but also because gameplay is a bit weird, and it's harder to play the Game Boy Mega Man games than it is to play the NES Mega Man games, and you will see why as soon as we enter the stages. We are going to start off with Cutman. I also start with him when I play the NES game for whatever reason. So yes, here we have your typical stage. As you can see, Mega Man will always be wearing the colors as if he is using the Crash Bomb from Mega Man 2, although we do not have that attack in this game. Here's the pause menu here. As you can see, we have P. I still have no idea what that stands for, although that represents our normal health. Interesting thing to note in this game is that you actually get less pellets of health than you would in an NES Mega Man game. Is the health bar is actually shorter, which means that we can take less hits from things, which kind of sucks. Although bosses also have a reduced health bar, which is good. Although we still do take quite a bit of damage from enemies like this. We will see a lot of enemies that you typically see in the NES Mega Man games. Although one thing you'll notice is that Mega Man takes up a larger portion of the screen than he does in the NES games. And this kind of sucks because it makes it harder to dodge enemy attacks and to make kind of precise jumps sometimes. So overall, it is kind of a pain that Mega Man takes up more of the screen, because it is definitely makes the platforming aspect a bit more difficult, especially when dodging attacks that you might not have too much room to dodge, sort of like that. It can be a bit difficult to dodge these guys at times. Of course, enemies still drop your typical items. You have health power-ups, weapon power-ups, and of course 1-ups. Which you can get, although they are usually quite rare. Overall, the normal B-shot just feels really weak. It feels really slow-moving, and overall, it feels like enemies take quite a few hits to die from it sometimes. Although, I don't know, it's just probably the fact that it's on the Game Boy, and things look a bit different, and things do feel a bit slower, which probably makes it feel that way. Although, let's see if we can jump and get that. And yes, every time we miss, all the enemies are going to respawn, and we will have to walk all the way around and get the extra life again. Luckily, that guy just dropped some health, which is helpful. And kind of screwed up on that guy. Well, we can do this. Yes, okay, let's see if we can get back up. Awesome. So then we have an extra life, so we're up to 3 now. It shows up right there, so we don't even need to press pause to see it. You do still have... That was stupid. You do still have all of the original music from the NES version. Well, most of it is still intact anyway. So, like, for the main 4 Robot Masters here, all of their level themes are the same as from the NES version. Although they are kind of like Game Boy-itized, that's not even a word. But they actually do still sound pretty decent. I don't think there's any such thing as a Mega Man game that actually had terrible music. Even the original Game Boy games had awesome music. Actually, the second Game Boy Mega Man game is interesting because it's the only game in the series which does not take songs from its NES counterpart. And some people think that it sounds really bad. The musical direction is definitely interesting, to say the least. It's, everyone has their different opinion. I don't think it's terrible, although it's definitely, it's interesting. You have to hear the music for yourself. Some people say it sounds like freaking grinding metal with a cheese grater. I don't even know. It's just, the music is interesting, to say the least. Alright, let's see what we can do here. And darn it! Oh wait, I was so sure I was going off the edge there. Okay, so let's try to destroy you while you're not attacking my face. I get that. Are you gonna come back? Oh, luckily if you're standing here, we should be safe, I think. Alright, good. So we got that guy. I actually do not remember how long the levels are, so I cannot kind of say when we are going to approach the end. Man, these guys are just like spammed everywhere in this level. And I don't even know how I'm supposed to really get you. I guess I should have just really focused more on dodging you rather than trying to kill you. Although, hopefully an enemy drops some health soon. Whoa, I did not even see that one. I honestly completely missed that enemy right there. I saw the kind of spike. Is this the beginning? Ugh. As I said, this game can be quite difficult, and I guess another part of that is checkpoints are very sparse. I'll cut back once we get to where we were. And wow, a big health drop when I don't need it. Good job, game. Back in a minute. Darn it! As you probably noticed, even the health pickups don't come back. So I mean, man, you get those one time and you're never getting them again. I guess that's kind of similar to the NES version, which I believe when you picked up a kind of power-up that wasn't an enemy drop, it never came back. But darn, in this game, I seem to always get health when I don't need it, and then I like die halfway through the stage. Ugh. There's an example of one of those jumps I was talking about, where it's very hard to make that jump because Mega Man is just so massive, and you don't want to accidentally walk too far there because you fall off the edge. And yeah, so just because of various things, I mean, I guess it's definitely partially stupid playing too, but the Game Boy version of Mega Man is definitely a lot more difficult than the NES version, because if this was the NES version, I might definitely not be having so much trouble at the moment. But I have not played this game in quite a while, so I think with a bit of practice and patience, we can make it a bit farther in Cutman's level. So let's try once again. Man, those guys take a million hits to kill. I mean, that's what I mean by the Buster feels really weak in this game sometimes, because it's just like, these guys, they take like 10 hits. Why on earth do you take like 10 hits? And then I go to the right a bit, and yeah, I was actually expecting him to respawn. I'm surprised he didn't. Ugh. Man, compared to the other guys, this guy is just crazy. He's just homing in on you. It's like, man. That's mean enemies in this game just have like no standard, and it's like, oh, they take a billion hits. Like, look at you. Why do you need to take so many hits? I don't need that. Like, man, I don't even have a power up. This is not the easiest thing ever, but we're pretty much back at where we were before, so I guess I'll start off from here again. Okay, so let's see. So go there, go there. Okay, do not fall down that hole. Yeah, last time I completely missed that kind of a shooter underneath it. I don't know how I managed that, but I just somehow completely missed it. Okay, where can I stand? I'm safe. Nowhere, really. Like, I don't really know how you're supposed to kill that guy without it taking at least one hit. Although this guy right here, I can probably just kind of sneak by. Yeah, like that. Which is what I would have done last time if I had noticed that he was there in the first place. This guy's a pretty common enemy from Mega Man 2. He was also in Mega Man 1, although his attack pattern was a bit different, so this is actually kind of like his Mega Man 2 form, which is kind of interesting. Man, I guess I should just go up there. Hopefully this is a checkpoint, please. Because I really do not feel like doing the whole level again if I die. Do levels in this game even have checkpoints? I'm not 100% sure, to be completely honest. Yes, thank goodness. Okay, darn, I remember these guys. These guys were, I don't believe, featured in the original game. They kind of just make a circular motion, and they're kind of annoying sometimes, I have to admit. Combine that with conveyor belts, it's like, oh god. And then, man, these guys weren't in the original Mega Man game either. Darn it. Oh yes, thank goodness, a checkpoint. Wow, I am shocked. This game is actually giving me a bit of a break. Man. Okay, so let's see. So we got these guys. These guys actually aren't too bad. It's when you combine them with other things, like conveyor belts, and then those other saw guys like that are right here. They're kind of a pain, and then that guy comes after us. It really sucks. Okay, yes, wow, I did not take a single hit there. Well, from those guys, anyway. Pretty impressive. Okay, then we have this guy. It doesn't even, like, this guy is a pain, and he takes off, like, half your health if he actually touches you. And he's very hard to dodge, and he's very hard to kill, so overall, it's kind of an unfair enemy. Let's see. We have more conveyor belts, please. It sucks when you get hit because there's so much time before you can kind of regain control of Mega Man. And, like, it's not uncommon for you to get, like, shoved off of edges, which really sucks. Can I jump over you? Well, whatever. I just want to kind of get through this part before I accidentally fall down a hole. Also interesting to note is that Wily doors are very weird in this game. It's not like one kind of hall where you have a door on one side and a door on the other side. You usually just have one door and then a hole that you fall down for. I have no idea why they decided to do that. Anyway, it's Cutman, and I believe his attack pattern is kind of similar to how it is in the NES version, but we'll see how this goes. So far, it's not looking so great. And man, just get away from me, because this is what I mean. There's no room to move. I'm trying to get away from him, and he's like right behind me. So it's definitely not like the NES version where the room is a lot bigger and there's a lot more room to kind of just do what you need to do. This room is like you have no time to react. Try to jump over him, he jumps into your face. Like, man, like really. Ah. Yeah, this time I'm not gonna jump, I'm just gonna walk under you. Okay, let's see. Okay, so. Okay, oh darn it! Also, interesting thing to note is that this is the first Mega Man game, and as such, there are no energy tanks in this game, so if you start losing health, you just have to live with it until you die, and then you get more health back. I believe that if we lose this fight, we will get game over. I have to do the whole stage again! Yippee! So, I have that to look forward to if I screw this up. Which I hope I don't, although I'm doing a really good job of screwing it up at this point, but again, just dodging things is so difficult when Mega Man and the enemies are so huge, and then you just can't get away from him because the room is so freaking small. That was just stupid. Wow, that password's not familiar at all. See you in a minute. I guess that was kind of stupidity on my part, but again, the knockback in this game is just ridiculous. Almost at the boss. Finally back! Also, I should note that there's no sliding in this game. That actually is in Mega Man 2. Since Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy is actually kind of a mix of Mega Man 2 and 3. And Mega Man 3 is actually kind of a mix of Mega Man 3 and 4, which is really interesting. And Mega Man 5 is a completely unique game with new bosses that were never featured in anything else. But yeah, this game has no slide, no energy tanks, so it's definitely a lot more difficult. It's definitely probably the most difficult Game Boy Mega Man game, just because there are so many useful features that are not in this game, and then you have to work around with all the small space to maneuver in. It's just overall a difficult game, and it doesn't help that the level design is not easy either. So definitely a lot of things to consider. Although, man, we're actually winning. Although I should not speak too soon because things could go absolutely terrible at any moment. Take that! You have been destroyed. I'm starting to get better, though. I haven't played Game Boy Mega Man game in a while, so I'm starting to get back the skill that I once had. And that is just kind of a scary sight, I must say. Like, why would you want to see the inside of Mega Man? I mean, of course he's a robot, so it's not like you get to, like, see, like, all the nasty organs and stuff like that, but still, never really said, man, I wonder what Mega Man looks like from the inside. Anyway, there's a really cool password. All passwords in this game are made up of 5 dots, so they're usually pretty easy to remember. You might not even have to write them down. That's coming from the guy who could not remember a 5 freaking color, like, digit password in DuckTales. Ugh, never gonna live that down. But anyway, ugh. Next boss, we got Cutman's weapon. You cannot re-enter a stage, by the way, just as a note. We got Cutman's weapon, which is the weakness for Electman, so might as well do his stage next, although his stage is definitely not very simple in the slightest. We have fans which blow us back. I do not believe that those were in the original Mega Man 1. We have these platforms which everybody hates because, I mean, they always go backwards for no reason. It's like, please just make it simple. But nope, nothing about this game is going to be simple, let me tell you. Those do not stay gone for nearly long enough to give you enough chance to kind of jump across that gap. More of these, always fun. I should probably just get game over now so I can get all 2 of my lives back. I knew it was going to do a jerk move like that. I just knew it. There's no such thing as a Mega Man game that has those blocks that does not pull a jerk move where it does one right above your head and it's like, oh, I guess I'm screwed now. And there we go, so good. Yeah, so Elecman stage is like blocks everywhere, electricity everywhere, and spikes in your face. Hopefully it goes well, but we'll see. Man, and then you combine a fan with the like disappearing blocks. It's just not fun. And it doesn't even give you a chance to see that one there. You just have to know. So, I guess we'll sit here and just kind of wait and see where all the blocks appear. It's going to be exciting. And you have to get the timing down. There's no other way to deal with this. You just have to have the timing memorized. So, let's just pray that we get this. Nope. 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 Man, that was fun, falling down like 3 floors. But everyone can't wait to watch me climb this again. For your convenience, that was cut out just because, what a pain. Alright, anyway, get this timing down, get this timing down. Yes, okay, we don't even need to wait for the 3rd one. Just climb up this ladder. And then, nice floors, so we never have to worry about falling all the way to the bottom again unless we die, which means we probably have to start the game. Wow! An enemy actually dropping health when I need it? What is this? Something's really wrong with the game, and darn it. It's kind of a tricky situation there. I'll wait for this guy to go all the way back. At least this is the only game that these guys ever actually appeared in. I mean, this game and like the original Mega Man one, which is kind of funny. Alright, let's see. Man, and we have enemies from Airman stage for some reason. I mean, I guess they do kind of fit in the Elecman stage. So, I mean, Elecman stage in the original NES game took place a lot in the sky and I mean, these enemies are throwing thunderbolts, so I guess they do fit in with Elecman quite well. Although this does not bode well, considering I have 1 pellet of health left and 2 lives. So, although unless I have at least 1 like to kind of learn Elecman strategy with. This probably is not going to end well, unfortunately. Ugh. The music's good, though. I guess at least the game has that, and the level has that going for it. Let's see, more of you guys. You guys are not difficult, you are just a pain. And man, I wanted to kill it while it was over the ground in case it dropped health, but I mean, why the heck would it drop health? This is Mega Man for the Game Boy. Nothing ever drops health. Ugh. Okay, so, you guys again, this is not difficult, it's just a pain. You just gotta wait for them to go up and down, and I don't even care what you drop this time, I'm just gonna kill you right now. Okay, man, I have to pay attention to these blocks, and you have to have the timing down again. Ugh. There! I don't know what the heck that thing was trying to do down there, but I just broke it, so take that. More climbing upwards, just like in the NES version of Elecman stage. I always liked the Elecman stage, even though kind of difficult, it's still a pretty fun stage, I have to admit. Alright, let's see what else we got here. And electricity beams and wind. Freaking darn. Okay, so this is very hard to time because the wind's blowing you back and you don't want to accidentally go forward too much, and overall this whole thing's a pain. Okay, got that. Okay, good. Very good timing with both of those left. Is this the boss door? No, of course it's not. Why would it be the end of the level? Just because, I mean, I'm ready for it, and I just wish this thing would hurry up and end. Of course it's not going to end, and I hate these guys so much. Just because it's so hard. I mean, like, you can be standing kind of like a bit below them, but they'll still hit your face, and it just sucks. And, ugh. Again, I mean, you think those electric things could stay gone a little bit longer? And darn it! Ugh. Fun times. I can see this going well. You just really have to have the timing. That's all this level is knowing the timing of everything, because it's just a guessing game. That's really all this level is. Make sure that you like pass the electricity at the perfect time. Make sure that you jump to get to the next appearing platform at the perfect time. This level's kind of a pain. Okay, let's see though. Okay, let's kill you. Now here's weapon energy. One thing I actually haven't been using is Cutman's attack. It pretty much is just like a kind of boomerang attack, although, unfortunately, I mean, if Mega Man gets it back, it doesn't actually give him any of his weapon energy back. So I should probably be saving that for Electman. Hopefully it helps us beat him a bit faster than if we didn't have it, and man, it really just wants to like pound this room into our face, doesn't it? Okay. I can't believe I actually just... Oh, no, please, leave me alone. Yes! Please, just don't kill me. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Is this it? Oh. Wow, I can't believe I actually made it all the way back without dying. And I had 1 health there for a very, very long time. I'm afraid that if I die, I'm not going to get all of my weapon energy back, though. So I think I'll save it for the next life. Let's just kind of see what we can learn from him in this life. And not much! He throws electricity at your face, and it's kind of painful. Okay, so let's see what we can do with some special weapons this time. I really hope this helps. Okay, I think this is... Okay, so basically, in this game, as long as you have 1 special weapon, it will carry you through the rest of the bosses. But the first boss that you defeat is going to be a massive jerk, and it doesn't even help you with the levels. The levels are just a massive pain, no matter what you have. Ugh. At least we got the Thunder Beam, and there's more of Mega Man's insides. Pretty great. Thunder Beam naturally kills... Take a guess. Iceman. It's always kind of funny. I mean, you'd think that fire would be Iceman's weakness, because fire would melt the ice, but then I guess Iceman is looked as more of like a water element, so like the electricity defeats. I don't know. It's a weird thing overall, but anyway, okay, man, you are just a massive pain. These guys are overall really annoying. Although, as long as we make it to the boss, hopefully we can beat it. And like Elect Beam kills him in 3 freaking hits, just like the cut thing did to Electman. And man, there is some health. That is very nice to see. I like free health, for sure. And let's see, how much will a big energy fill of our health? It's right about half, a little bit less than half. And wow, it fills the whole thing. As this goes to show that your health bar in this game is much smaller than it would be in a normal Mega Man game. I believe the ice blocks break when you step on them. I think, if you stand on them for too long, I think they break. Just kind of skip past all of this shenanigans and try to get to the end. Man, you are not even in Mega Man 1. You are an enemy in Mega Man 2. And we might as well use the cut thing, because it is very powerful against that. You too. Since cut attack is not Iceman's weakness, we can kind of just feel free to spam it wherever we want. Hopefully it will help us out just a little bit. Weapon pickups are not too uncommon in this game. Unlike freaking, oh man, there are icicles all over the place here. Unlike health pickups, which seem to like never appear. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? Okay. Alright, I see how this is supposed to work. Okay, so you let the first icicle fall. Whenever it decides to fall. Okay, so you jump on that. Then you have to jump over to the darn it. Messed that one up. Although overall, this level is not nearly as hard as Electman's stage, which makes me a bit happy. Hopefully it's a bit shorter too. Man, you have to have really fast timing. Okay, there, to there, to there, to here. Is that it? Okay, that is a very risky jump from the looks of it. Man, I hate you. I hate you so much. Although, luckily, since you're up on a bit of a ledge, it is very easy to kind of sneak underneath you. Alright, so get some refill of that. Kill you. Overall, I really like Cutman's weapon. That's why I like doing him first. Once you get it, you're usually in pretty good shape. I didn't want to use it too much in the last stage because I knew it was Electman's weakness. Although I did not think it would only take 3 hits to kill him. That is pretty quick. And overall, I'm liking the stage. Is this the boss already? Wow! Iceman's stage is by far the easiest stage in this game. Unless Fireman's stage is easier, although I don't think it is. Please die very quickly. Wow, I can't believe the special weapons are so overpowered. Although I guess that applies to him as well. Luckily, that was not our last life. So we can kind of hopefully take care of this without encountering a game over. I hope so, anyway. Although luckily his level is very easy. Although it's not even moved this time. Part of the problem last time was I got like right up in his face for no reason. Third boss down, 1 to go. Thank goodness. Another password. We got the Ice Slasher, and on to the final boss, Fireman. Let's hope that this stage is just as easy as Iceman stage. I don't think I died a single time on Iceman stage. Although, man, that's right, I have 0 lives. So the first thing that we are going to do is not even really care about anything, because I'm not going to try to get through it with like 0 lives. Get right to the boss and then get game over just because I only get 1 chance. So might as well just get game over now. Restart the stage. And there's the password everyone loves to see. Continue. And here we go. Back up to full lives. If you have less than 2 lives, it should just put you back up to 2. Oh, I guess it's 3. Man, see, this is what I was talking about, I think, in when I played Super Mario Land. I hate it when games have a 0. Like, you always have to wonder, like, do they have a 0? And every game, like, does it differently, so it gets really confusing. But overall, if you have less than that, they should just put you back up to 2 or 3 lives, whatever you want to call it. Because, I mean, it just puts you at a massive disadvantage. And the players likely to just kind of get game over anyway to try and get all their lives back. Alright, so let's see. So, here we have these guys falling from the sky. It's not too hard to dodge. Although it looks like 1 hit here and we'd probably be knocked into the lava, which wouldn't be so great. Okay, so basically we have learned that if we take a hit, we can actually stand on the lava and we will be perfectly okay. But if you are stupid and you jump up into the air and land in the lava, that's pretty deadly. Alright, let's not make the same stupid mistakes again. Okay, I don't even care, just hit me. You'll make me invincible to the lava anyway. Okay, so, finally past that point. Man, this is not giving us a lot of jumping room, although I'm guessing, okay, there. Okay, it wasn't too bad. Alright, so, this looks kind of like a checkpoint spot. And man, you are an enemy from Mega Man 2, so why are you even in this game? It's funny seeing them take some enemies from Mega Man 2, even though all the bosses in this game are based off of Mega Man 1. That's kind of a lie. I'm not going to get too much more into that. Okay, man, I'm just going to skip by you since I took damage anyway. Use, mash the B button. Man, things take a lot of hits. Although luckily we're still doing well. Hopefully we should be able to beat the boss on our first try with the Ice Slasher, because it's hopefully it only takes like 3 hits, like every other boss seems to take when you use their special, when you use their weakness. Hopefully we're almost at the end of the level too. I think we're over halfway, although I might be wrong with that. Alright, let's see. How do we get this health? Because I really want this health. It would probably bring us back up to full, considering this game. Although, man. Oh! Does this work in this game? I actually never even thought of this. Yes! You can, just like in Mega Man 1, you can freeze the kind of beams of fire in Fireman stage, and then use them as platforms, which is pretty useful. So that was a very kind of good health boost right there. Very happy with that. Might as well take out the cut boomerang thing here, and knock these guys off faster, since it's not like we really need this weapon for anything anymore. It just becomes very useful to use in the actual levels. Oh yeah, I should have had this thing out sooner, I kind of forgot. Let's see, so destroy you. Destroy you. Hey man, okay, so you... No! I got the health! And so basically I was on the way up during my jump, but since I got the health in midair, it brought me down sooner than it should have, and it sent me right into the lava. Man, this game is so fair. Well, we're about back to where I was, although I have such little health. I doubt that this is going to matter anyway, because nothing ever drops health power-ups, I mean free. You get, like, all these weapon power-ups, but all you get is these small, little useless health power-ups, and that's not what I need. I need big ones. And man, what the heck? How am I even supposed to avoid that? Okay, well, makes a bit more sense when it's going the other way, but still. Alright, is this the boss door? No. Please drop a big health. No. Alright, man, we're still not at the end. Okay, let's see. Please drop health. And I don't even think I touched you, but I died anyway. Hopefully this is the last time I have to do this. Okay. I think we're... I tried to press A and B at the same time, and because of that, my jump sucked. Ugh. Okay. Back to this part again. How the heck do you stop this thing? Okay. Basically, without the ice shot, there's absolutely no way to avoid that. That's good to know. Man! Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Okay. 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 This part sucks. I mean, this like, ugh. I don't even know how you're supposed to do this without the ice shot. Ugh. Okay. Is that it? Oh wait, no. It's this guy. Yes. You better be frozen. Okay, so is this the guy who killed me last time? Maybe? I'm not even 100% sure anymore. I just really want to beat this level. No, I think I got down here. Yeah, I did get down here. Might as well freeze you. And use Cut Blade because it's awesome. And we have to be getting close. Come on, a little bit closer. We have to be almost there. Ugh, I should just be switching the ice shot, but it takes so long to switch weapons. Darn it, I'm just doing it because, there. Not even gonna give you a chance to attack me. Okay. Okay. Is this the boss? Okay. Alright, we have half health, but we're gonna do this. I do not want to play through this level again. It was not as easy as Iceman Stage. It's not impossible. But it's definitely not the best level. And man, how come you don't die in like 2 hits like every other boss when I use the special weapon against them? Whatever! Forget you! You're dead! 4th boss down. That's it. This random game of the day is over. After 51 minutes. Ugh. Wow. Ugh, and there's his insides once again. You got Firestorm and Carry. Carry is kind of like item number 1 not Super Mario Bros. In Mega Man 2. As it creates a platform that you can stand on top of, and it allows you to reach higher places. I believe you only get that after you beat all 4 bosses. I don't believe that you can get it if you beat like Fireman first. I think you have to beat all 4 bosses and then you get carried. Or maybe I've always beat Fireman last, so if you beat him first you do get it. I have no idea. But anyway, that brings us to the Dr. Wily stages, and the Dr. Wily stages are actually my favorite part of this game. Although I don't think I can take any more right now, so maybe someday I will come back and play through the Dr. Wily stages. But yeah, they are my favorite part of the game. So yeah, if you have this game, it's worth playing through it just to get to them. Or even just use the password that you just saw to kind of skip through the rest of the game. If you like Mega Man games, and you're like looking for a Mega Man challenge, and you've beat the NES ones but you've never played the Game Boy ones, definitely give them a shot, because they definitely are challenging, although not always for the right reasons. Sometimes they can be kind of cheap. And of course, the fact that the screen is smaller makes it harder to dodge things, but overall, they're not bad games, so give them a shot and you might have some fun. But yeah, I think I need a bit of a break, so I think that's where we're going to end off for today. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, hope to see you next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later.